gathering this evening, and it's a wonderful town, Bologna. It's a very beautiful name. I'm so glad that in South Australia, state of South Australia, you are keeping lots of Aboriginal names of places. It is very important to remember our history and our ancestry and our land and our culture and dream time of ancestors as Aboriginal people were here, and song lines. So all these wonderful historical things, we need to embrace them. And so I'm delighted to have many beautiful Aboriginal names. And my wife June has come with me, and Sandra and June and myself, we went around yesterday traveling, and we had a wonderful young guide who really loves nature. And he took us to show us some beautiful national parks and valleys and the beautiful nature. And I was delighted with how beautiful South Australia is. And I'm glad that Leon is now the Minister of Tourism. So I was saying to Leon and Sandra that under your care, we should promote more green tourism. And green tourism starts with walking. As you heard from Leon, that I walked 8,000 miles. And so walking is very good for our minds. Walking is very good for our health and body. Walking is very good for nature environment. And walking gives you a sense of timelessness. When you are walking, you are not looking at your watch. You can't drive like when you are in your car. When you are walking, you can relax, you can feel one with nature. You can stop anytime you want to look at flowers. You can stop anytime you want to look at kangaroos. Kangaroos. We were stopping like that, walking, and we could just, and the kangaroos were just there like this. They were not frightened, and we were not frightened. We were friends. We are friends with kangaroos, and we are friends with the trees, and we are friends with flowers. But if you are in your car, you are just driving to get somewhere. You are not interested in the way. You are not interested in the path. But when you are walking, you are interested in the path. Everything what is happening there. And you are connecting with this soil, with the land. And land, the earth, is holding us in her lap, like a mother holding a child. When we were babies, we were held by our mothers. Even now, when we are 50 or 60 or 70 or like the older person, even now, we are like children, held by the earth. So when that relationship is equality. I was once invited in England, in London, to speak at a very famous university called LSE, London School of Economics. And then there was a wonderful lady professor who was going to chair the meeting and welcomed me and received me. And then I asked her, where is your department for ecology? And she thought for a second and said, we don't have one. We teach environmental sustainability studies within other departments. I said, how can you teach economy without teaching ecology? And when I came to speak, there were audience like this, a couple of hundred people, students, professors. And I said to them that the word ecology and economy come from the Greek root and is made of three words: ecos, logos, nomos. So ecos and logos become ecology, and ecos and nomos becomes economy. Now, the meaning of the word logos is to know, knowledge. And the meaning of the word ecos is whole. So, what is ecology? Ecology is to know your whole. Now, in the wisdom of the Greek philosophers, the meaning of home was very big. Home is not only where you live with your family, your children, your parents, your husband, your wife, where you have your bedroom, your bathroom, your garden, your kitchen. That is your home. But then your home extends, and your home becomes Bulanga, or your home becomes South Australia, or your home becomes whole of Australia. And then, if you expand your love for your home, the entire planet Earth is our home. That is the Greek idea of home, ecos. Entire planet is our home. We are members of this one Earth community. And all the species upon this Earth are members of that one home, planet home. And the knowledge of that, how all the species depend on each other, how everything is made of each other. We are all made of each other. We are made of earth, air, fire, water, space, time, consciousness. And all those basic elements are in everything. We are made of the earth, and air, and water, and fire. When we breathe, there's air. In our body, the water element, the liquid element is water. And the heat element, when you touch your body temperature, that is your fire. And so, entire earth is made of these basic elements in our consciousness, and our space in which we stand and sit and sleep, and work, and time in which we live. So all those things are everywhere. So how we are all dependent on each other, how we are made of each other, this relationship, we are all related, we are all connected, we are all interdependent, we are all interconnected. That knowledge of harmony and interdependence is ecology. Ecology is not like in universities, they have sort of reduced the ecology to study of one particular species. And they say you are an ecologist because you have studied a particular species. No, the ecology means understanding and knowledge of all the species and how they work together, and how they are dependent on each other and related to each other. So when in Christian tradition you have St. Francis, and he talks to the wolf, and he talks to the chickens, and he talks to the animals, and say, brother, son. He calls his prayer, brother, sun, and sister moon, and mother earth. The birds flying in the sky are our relations. And a kangaroo in your forest is our relations. That kind of understanding, humility, if we don't have this arrogance that we are humans and we are in charge of the earth and all these species are just for us. We can do what we like. We can kill animals, we can put them in factory farms, we can poison the land, we can mess about with our seeds in genetic engineering. Leon talked about GM, evolution over millions of years. Earth has evolved millions and millions of species in the forest, in agriculture, and in every region, in every locality, in every area, in every country, in China, in India, in Australia, in Europe, different varieties of rice, different varieties of wheat, different varieties of fruit, vegetables, millions and millions of varieties. Now, our science is acting against evolution.